So I came in here after pretty much cooking all morning. I say cooking, it was a lazy man. I do have a pellet smoker that I finally got back up and running and put a pork loin in and decided to have me some good, delicious pork loin for the week. So I threw that in, got it cut up, and now it's pretty much put up in the fridge. After eating a little bit, I decided to sit down, and while I'm still nursing a headache from hell from yesterday, it's definitely better, and I've been chugging a lot of water. I don't know if maybe I was dehydrated. I came across some PKA, obviously late to the party PKA stuff, but this was from like a year ago, and I just find it really ironic that I don't think people understand how goofy this is, but at the same time, this is how not to piss off your sponsors. And I don't think they really give a shit that they did. It's just ironic that they got a sponsor and just pissed them off. Now, this is from like episode 259. This is probably pretty old. And if anybody knows what PKA is, it's what Wings completely claims is like all his, essentially. Or he's such a major part of it instead of just having some humility and admitting that he fucked up by quitting and just would not try to be better. But anyway, it's not about Wings. I think Wings has pretty much fucked himself up. But PKA decided to joke about a drink.
I hope that some of these quotes make it to the front of their website.
Yeah. In all seriousness, it seems to me like it's much healthier than something like Slim Fast, which seems to have
undoubtedly it is. Yeah.
a lot of bullshit in it, and like I feel like that stuff floating around in there. I feel like that's got to be good for you, right? Like I feel like anything like that, like that's legit fiber. Like I got some high fiber bread upstairs. They don't have shit like that in it. Like this is some legit fiber. I feel like this is really going to help with your bowel movements. You're gonna be happier, healthier. It's gonna be great.
If it were,
I'm not even saying the guy's wrong. Clearly, I'm not the peak health, if you can't tell. But I think it's odd that that's what they're going to talk about is like the little poo bits inside their drink. Now, I don't know if you understand this, but this was their whole ad read was, I guess, supposed to be better than this. If you haven't watched anybody that does podcasts, all of them have ad reads, and normally they're a lot better than this. But these three just couldn't give less of a shit, and it actually gets a little bit worse, if you can believe it. Now, this is a heavy into it. This is from the PKA Clips. I think is what it's called, the PKA Clips channel. But I've ran across this before, and I completely forgot about it. Then I ran across it again, and I busted out laughing. And I actually just ran across it. The only reason why I pulled all this up is because I think a lot of people should see how funny this is. I found it funny. It's definitely better than YouTube pranks.
I keep mentioning Slim Fast, right? But that's pretty much if it were like a chocolate latte from Starbucks, then it wouldn't be good for you. The fact that this is seeds and other crispy, chunky things, that's how you know it's good.
I'm being serious with that. The fact that it's not good and it's not palatable like that you'd want, like you're not going to be like, oh my God, I can't wait for this next choco sludge. Like you're never going to be like that. And so that means that it's healthy.
So yeah, if you didn't notice, Kyle took a drink of a Coke, which I think kind of counters everything they're talking about. But Taylor makes a good point that the fact that it is definitely not, it's got to be healthy if it's made of just sludge. And what he was, taking, the whole point is, there's seeds and other shit in it. So it's got to be good for you if it doesn't taste like a Starbucks, which, yeah, I don't know if you know this, but I'm definitely not a health nut, considering I probably live off of energy drinks and beer when I get home, which I've taken some small steps to change that just a little. I mean, I got water right here, and mostly I've been drinking nothing but water. This is a water pick-me-up. So yeah, that's the thing that kills me about them. This is a way not to do a sponsored bit, because believe me, I wish I could say I have sponsors. I do not. I'm way too early of a channel. I for sure am. And I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings, but still, I don't have a sponsor, and I don't think I'll probably get any. Mainly because I don't think sponsored content's really my thing. I'm not going to say I'll never sell out. Oh, you best believe money talks. It definitely does. But I don't think I would shill out garbage I wouldn't, drink. I actually do have, G Fuel, and I do drink it. That's actually what this is. I just drink it every now and then. That's why I got 2 jars of it, because it will last a while, and I probably won't use it as much. If Pit Boss was to sponsor me, I would definitely shill that out. because I have a pit boss and I use it regularly. Because, I mean, smoked food is really cool, but if you could have convenience of a small pellet smoker and it can afford it, see, I didn't buy it brand new. I'm just going to go ahead and get that out there. I bought it pre-owned. So I got really lucky. Somebody wanted to give it away for pretty much a penny. So I picked it up, threw it in my garage, cleaned it up, and now I keep the water tray full, the back full of pellets, and I cut it on all the time. Plus, you can cut it on from your phone, which makes it way easier at home. So when I'm at work and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to cut it on, I can preheat everything. And as soon as I get home, throw my food in, it makes it that much better. But anyway, yeah, no, this is definitely a way not to do your sponsors. Now, if you sponsor things, I would at least hope that you have some dignity and you're sponsoring things you use. I don't see why people, I might be, biting my own or putting my foot in my mouth at this point. But if you are sponsored by some, we'll say, game, because I see it on TikTok a lot, and most of them just use their girlfriend's ass and then go, oh man, you should play this game, and she's just jiggling her ass a lot. Like, I think that's disingenuous because you're not selling the game, you're selling sex. That's all you're going to do. That's what most TikTok is the three worst possible things. One's being a bunch of, what's that guy, Breach? People like him, little weirdos that are definitely going after kids. I don't know why they get off on having this horde of children around them. 2 is part 2s. Anybody that is on TikTok, you know what a part 2 is. And most of them suck, and there's no point in it. You can do it in 3 minutes or whatever the limit is. You don't have to do 30-second clips. And then 3 is their ads. Their advertising is the sponsors. The sponsors are garbage. It's just a bunch of women shaking their ass to say, hey, play this gotcha game. Like, no, it's already bad enough that some YouTubers shill out a bunch of garbage. Not all of them. I mean, there's some pretty decent ones that I even use today because of their sponsored deals. I looked them up, looked into them, so even my crypto wallet is based off of an ad. My VPN's based off an ad. Ads can be a good thing to get out good product, but you also, as a YouTuber, should watch what you do. I'm not saying what they did. They shit on them. It's just more of a comedy gold, a nice little gem on the internet, and it's genuine laughter. Woody spits up his mud and or vomit, whatever the fuck that shit is, and it's just a good little moment. But I took time out of this kind of think about it. You really need to watch what you're shilling out because you're going to end up making a bad call, having a bad drink in your hand, and having to almost like it's like drinking pure ethanol. You'd have to. Yeah, this is good. Oh, God. And then pull out a sugary soda and just, oh, man. It's so good, I got to wash it down with something completely fucking different. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that today. I just thought it was a neat little moment that I thought I would share with everybody. Pretty sure you may have seen it. If you haven't, hey, get a good laugh today. Well, yeah, that's all I got today. I hope y'all have a good one.